instead. Yeah. Oh, I can hit the bookshelf for once. Oh, none of the other bookshelves were working. Yeah, usually speaking, like, I don't know. Depends what it is. Like, for instance, when I had Duolingo for a little while, and I'm almost scared to open that at the moment because, like, legitimately speaking, I swear that bird will hunt me down and kill everybody I love if I open that thing again. It just gives me those vibes, you know? But, yeah, I played that pretty competitively against somebody when I was learning Japanese, and like me and this other person were just constantly fighting for like position number 1 for that week. And I think I kept going for a while. The only thing was I obviously wasn't going to be able to do it as much as they were going to be able to. I understood that because I'm like, I had other stuff at the time. I think I had like the full-time job and other stuff going on, and I'm like, I just don't have time to sit here and like legitimately just compete against this person. It doesn't really matter to me too much if I do, like, I don't know, if I keep my rank or not, but at the same time it still kept me coming back when it's like, hey, this person's gotten ahead of you by this one lesson, and I'm like, cool, well, I'll get in there and I'll do 2 lessons. Fuck that person. Like, you know, it's motivating, but in a good way for me. I will also stretch. Thank you, Rin. Yeah, for anybody that doesn't know, when I play like Diablo or certain games like this, I have a lot of my sound redeems off. So I really only have like, you know, the non-sound ones, like health and wellness kind of ones available, and outfit changes and stuff. That's pretty much it. Just because like Diablo tends to have like a lot of cinematics or dialogue every so often. I also don't know how much further in here I've got to go, but I think they dropped stuff. Yeah. Mate, you're not being sneaky. They're fucking trying. The wags tail happily snuggling, wolf flush yawning. No. The tail stops wagging, falls asleep snuggling, wolf flush. Gives us a gentle pat, spiking. Does to not wake you. Where else have I got to go? What the fuck is irritating my nose? Holy shit. I think I made it worse somehow by scratching it. Holy hell.
I can't carry anymore.
That's me, but more like, oh, he's top 1. I gotta fuck him up somehow. Where's my inventory? I don't think I got room for this. I don't think I can carry either. Oh, maybe the wand. Yeah, I could carry that. The other one I gotta go back for. Yeah. No, I get that. I don't know. I think... Because, like, I grew up with a brother, right? So my brother was super competitive. This is where, like, I can actually say, like, I am a competitive person, but the whole situation really does depend. Like, if I was competing against my brother for pretty much anything, like, it could literally just be for who brushed their teeth the most today, or, I don't know, who drank the most water or something. Like, I could be there all day competing against them until I'm waterlogged. But at the same time, it's a little different than like when I'm just playing randomly online with something, or, you know, depending on what the game is too. I think my sister got that from me too. Yeah. You know, my brother was very competitive, so like a lot of my actual fitness and like exercise and stuff, things that I've done in my life are very much because of him. So, for instance, when I started doing the 400 leg, the 400 kilo leg press, that was because he said he could do it, and he was just like the lankiest bastard I ever knew. So I was like, if you can do it with that body, obviously I can do it with my tanky ass legs. And so I went and did it, and it was hard, but I ended up getting up there too and did the same thing as him. And I was like, man, I've got so much mad respect for you for being able to do this. This shit's hard. And it's like, I legitimately cannot believe that you're doing it. And I'm like, yeah, no, I've done it. I've also done the exercise as well. But then, yeah, I don't know. I ended up demotivating him, apparently. The fact that I was able to do it demotivated him from doing it. It sucked. Because obviously he'd worked so hard to get there. And I don't really understand what I did by also doing it. I don't know. The back of noodles. Oh, and back to spicy reduce, my way is to add cheese. I like to hear what other things. Also, yeah, cheese is a great way to add to it too. Apparently I'm in the inner cloister now, and I thought I'd already done all this. So maybe I hadn't. And there should be different creatures in here then. I think she already was like that because parents had to lock us in separate rooms as kids because our arguments got to the point we wanted to hit each other. Oh, no, I think that's kind of normal brother-sister kind of behavior. So, I mean, my brother drowned me a couple of times, like, semi-successfully. So, yeah, I think that's just kind of normal. It could also just be, like, really fucking competitive sibling behavior, too. Like, yeah. What are we in? The cathedral. Cool. Okay, so it's probably not through the cave then, if that's the case. Give me that longbow. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you know when your siblings are like, life was better before you existed, so they try to revoke your life privileges? That's pretty much what my brother did. So that's really universal law. Yeah, pretty much. That's why I'm often like, when people say, they're like, oh, you know, I've got like this for whatever sibling, or this is what's normal for me and my sibling and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, no, that sounds pretty standard. That's closed. I'm not going to open that just yet. I don't think it goes anywhere. But I'll just make sure I've like got everywhere in here first. Like you, mate. I am enjoying this explosive arrow, I've got to admit that. It's been pretty nice. It works pretty well. But, yeah. That poor moves in sleep. No. I'm gonna squishy your paw pads, Viking, while you sleep. And just be like, playing with them. Oh, jeez. What the fuck are you? A Bane Ring. What? I didn't even get to... Oh, I like Bone Ash. Bone Ash always has, like, good shit. What you got? I'm not gonna be able to pick up all this crap. Yeah, no. Well and truly can't pick it up. I could go back out there to that. But it's like 8 whole steps. I have that kind of energy.
Good to see you.
Good to see you too, Kane. I'm just being lazy. I'll take my trade over here. Alright. I did get a Tome of Identity, mana, basic bow. Give me some more of that. Alright. What else we got? I need your mana. And the rest of this I can probably sell off. I'm gonna start needing actual, like, I should probably heal myself before I keep going any further, because I'm pretty sure underneath the cathedral should be wherever the fuck I'm supposed to be going. Actually, speaking of the cheese thing, Grim, one of the first things I did when my noodles started getting spicier was, for a while, I did actually add cheese to them. Just like a slice of, you know, that plasticky, like, we call it like American cheese or whatever, but it's basically just like, I don't know, the whitest fucking cheddar in cling wrap looking stuff. It works a treat. I don't know if I want more avoid and dodge and stuff, or if I want higher this, because this will give me, it will cost me a tiny bit more mana. It will do a lot more damage. So I might take that. Might just do that. And I think she's okay. I think I've got everything. So it's very violent with my siblings. My way of thinking was I need to be tough on them so they can prepare for future. Nah, I think my brother just wanted to drown me. I don't think it was any kind of toughening up for the future. I think he, like, legitimately resented my existence. That's... Whoa, shit! Fuck. That's how it felt anyway. God damn, they all just died. Off you go. What's that for me? That's a small living hell. Was that? I gotta annoy the living hell out of them. Just because I could, and now she loves the dark humor. I don't know. I think the only real thing I got from my brother is, like, the competitive athleticism. I'm gonna say that that's really the only thing that kind of, like, came from him. Because, I don't know, I was a kid that was like, I want to play computers, I want to watch TV. Like, yeah, I had a bicycle, yeah, we had a pool, which, you know, fancy shit that is. But, yeah, I just was like, I don't really want to do exercise. I don't really want to be outside if I don't have to be. And, yeah, he's just like, can you prove me wrong? See if I can, like, swim to this end of the pool or that end of the pool while holding my breath and see who gets more laps or something like that. And it's like if I successfully manage to get more laps in, he's just like holds my head under the water for a couple of minutes. It's like, fuck you, I was meant to win. Welcome in, Keelan. I see that Nya. I see that Nya and Wiggles. Do you know a movie called Coraline?
This place is eerie.
I think it's a stop motion from clay figurines. I thought it was supposed to look like that. I thought it was one of those few ones where it's supposed to look like it, but it actually isn't. Because, I don't know, I watch a lot of, like... I'm not a huge fan of the Coraline movies, let me just say that, but I watch a lot of theories on it. Because it's got a lot of, like, extra stuff behind the scenes kind of thing that you can kind of, like, I don't know, learn or pick up. Oh, geez, you guys are fast. The fuck are you, a dark one? Alright. And you do what now? You summon these. A flare. Righto. Oh, there's some gold just laying around here too. How you doing, Kill? I'm trying to remember. It's been a little while since I've seen Coraline itself. I tend to watch a lot of like the theories and stuff out of context. I do that for a lot of movies these days. Actually, a lot of my spare time is spent just watching like, you know, different theories and what do you call it, other stuff like that out of context. It's because I don't always get the time to like sit down and watch an entire like show or movie. Yeah, I know you can't use that. How about I use that? We kill that one. You. There we go. Everybody's happy now. So, this is hi. My person's stuck on the other side of the wall. It's brilliant. It scared me as a kid, so I showed it to my sister and we had a doll with button eyes. That Mum had to throw it out because my sister couldn't go to the toilet alone at night. Oh, that's kind of funny. That's a shame, but kind of funny. I'm pretty sure, because like, I'm like 35, so I would have been probably well and truly an adult by the time Coraline came out. So I also find it really funny when I hear of like people experiencing movies like this so young and how it affects you and stuff. Like, I'm legitimately trying to think of like any kind of movie that could have been classified as like genuinely fucking scary when I was a kid. Like, I don't know, I watched all kinds of stuff. Mate, no. I watch things like, you know, Terminator, like the original ones and stuff, where they just like rip off their whole arm to like show they're like a mech. The fuck else do we watch? I watched some morbid fucking shit growing up. It was just casually pissing trauma into younger siblings. Yeah, basically. I'm guessing you meant passing. I read it as pissing. It's still both are funny. Imagine that. You're just casually pissing trauma onto people. I think it's actually funnier that way. Let's keep it that way. This is 33 armor. That's almost as much. Because I used to watch a lot of Stephen King shows. I mean, like, Stephen King, the horror movie guy. Is that who you're talking about? My mum used to love his shit. So we had, when we were really little, right? Before we had fully like learnt to read and stuff, we used to go and ask the parents to read us a story at night. And Mum only read Stephen King novels. So like we didn't fully understand it, but she'd be reading like whatever the fuck's out at the time, like Alien or whatever the fuck else is going on. Hey chillin', welcome in. I hope your sleep schedule's been doing alright lately. Yeah, whereas Dad would read like westerns and crime horror and all sorts of stuff. So you've got a choice of either something in the Old West, something with crime, something with horror, or something with dark horror. There were our choices growing up. It was what we had before we could fully read. As soon as we could read, we were told to go and read our own books ourselves. But we weren't very far off that. Like, my brother had, like, Goosebumps books and stuff, which, of course, when you're little is terrifying. Like, the old, legit Goosebumps where, you know, you couldn't tell for sure that these weren't real stories because, you know, they were written in a book and everything. Like, you know, back before the fucking internet, when you couldn't even verify if this was something that happened for real. It was great. I also love the fact that I'm actually older than the internet. It sounds so fucking fake, but it's legit. and I think it's hilarious. I didn't even know it was a thing until like a couple of years ago, or like maybe even only just last year I found it out. And I was like, no, that's not true. And then I looked it up and I'm like, oh, actually that is kind of true. Oh, well, you know, moments. And so then I don't remember what movie I saw, but it's a horror movie with something crawling out of a mirror. So I just showed it to my sister. One coming out of a mirror. I don't quite remember, but I do remember a movie with that in it. I just don't remember what it's called. I don't remember what that one's called either. You're a dinosaur. Shut up, killer. I actually don't take too much offense to that because I like dinosaurs. So, as you guys might have noticed with all my Jurassic Park shit that I've got as like redeems and stuff, like it's pretty obvious I don't mind the dinosaur references. Enhanced damage. Yeah. Now I find that pretty humorous. Because a lot of the times, like, whenever I hear, oh, you're a dinosaur, you know what I think of? Is I used to call my dad that when he was probably, like, in his 40s. I used to call him a dinosaur, and I'm like, well, I'm like 35, and people calling me a dinosaur, and I'm like, okay, then. All right. I'll go have a cry privately, then. So did you get the chance to play, was it Goosebumps games? I spent some time in the library playing that. Even skipped a few classes. I don't think we had the Goosebumps games. I went to a public primary school, so we didn't have computers. In high school, we did have computers, but they were bringing out like basic, very simple kind of games. Nothing like that. We had a computer at home, and I did kind of like play games on that, but I don't remember us having Goosebumps. I feel like that was probably one that my parents probably didn't compromise on, even though we had things like Monster Truck Madness, Redneck Rampage. Oh, what else do we have? I had this as a kid. Yeah, I know I need mana. That guy doesn't though. I'm not as old. I'm the floppy disk and tape cassette old. Oh yeah. But like floppy disks and the cassettes and stuff were also in my era as well. I feel like, I don't know, because like my first car, it was exciting that it had a cassette player. And I was like, oh man, all these songs I burnt from the radio, I can finally listen now in my car. And it was so awesome. And now thinking back, I'm like, oh god. Like, yes. It is still awesome, but my god. Like, you can't even, like, do that these days. Like, half of them, they don't... Oh, shit, I drank something then. Half of them, they don't either take, like, a CD player or, you know, if they do, you don't have anything that you can literally, like, I don't know, burn a song from. Like, even if you fucking own it and you just want, like, all of your songs on, like, one CD instead of across 8, you know? It's a pain in the ass. You need to go, and you need to go. There we go. Oh, shit, fuck. Oh, the herbal hair acrylic looking great. Thank you. Hey, Mathless. We're talking about cassette tapes and before the internet, life before the internet, and Goosebumps and childhood. Like, what did you get read to when you were a kid, Mathless? Because, like, yeah, I don't know. We had Stephen King novels, and God only fucking knows what else. I definitely can say I probably read a lot of Westerns because of my dad reading them to me. Oh shit, that one's trapped. There we go, missed it. So it's Monster Truck Madness, you two? Wow, I guess. I used to love was it? The T-Rex. I liked, what was it? It was the green one. Green and black. Gravedigger, I think it is. I liked Gravedigger a lot. But there was also another one as well. I can't identify any of those. There was another one I used to like playing with, and I think there was like a Bigfoot or something one. I can't quite remember off the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure that's the one my brother played a whole heap. It was so great though. Like, I just love the music in it. It was so good. You'd sit there and you're playing it, and it's like, holy shit, this sounds awesome. And it's literally just like you're in this massive monster truck, like leaping over jumps and all sorts of stuff. It was great fun. I loved it. It's actually, as far as car games go, I would consider that to be probably one of my first car games, and probably the predecessor as to why I drive the way that I do in every other car game ever since. And I'm not ashamed of that. I drive like a monster truck with fucking some pride. Oh man. What's that asked the lion my wardrobe is doing there, and he said, none of your business. Alright, just counting that as your one for the day, Rin. Just be aware that if you do any more, I will time you out. And I know you're sick, there's no leniency there. Also, Mirthless too. I actually found a couple of the bookcases were actually click-onable at the moment. So that was really nice. I was actually able to click on them and get a scroll out of it. You know how the last couple of weeks I kept saying, I'm like, oh, there's nothing in these? Those were just really weird. I thought I could get past. No. Nah. I've pretty much been, like I said, I've been asking you guys for like almost a week at this point. Just one a day. Just keep it one a day. Because like, you gotta remember, I'm literally just like, I'm a real person, right? I'm just a fucking woman down in Australia. It's just live enjoying like having a chat to you guys while I'm playing Diablo and stuff. Like, I know it's a really weird concept, but I'd rather be having a conversation with you guys than having like 4 hours of like stand-up comedy with like puns non-stop. I'd much prefer it. Let me get rid of that and give me one of those. Yeah, give me one of those. I need more mana. I didn't really read growing up. Just think some, what's that, Roald Dahl? Roald Dahl books from school library. I remember the name Roald Dahl, but I don't remember what he wrote. I feel like I've read his stuff though. I just can't remember, like, I don't know what else he did, you know? Like, you know how sometimes you can just hear a name and you're like, man, I know that name, but where do I know it from? It's like, I know he's a book writer. I'll have to look it up later. My internet's been too shit at the moment for me to, like, click off my screen, unfortunately. Like, I've literally had so much trouble with my internet this past week. It's been something. That's the most annoying thing right now. It's the freaking cold, but I'm swimming in sweat. That's a fever for you. That's the worst kind of fever where you literally cannot get comfortable from it either. I think this whole place has been done. I should be able to go down to the next area. It's Gremlins, Charlie, and Chocolate Factory, which is... Okay, yep, alright. Matilda James and Giant Peach. She's huge. I figured as much. I knew the name. I just couldn't... You know how, like, you hear it, but sometimes you just can't place it? The funniest thing is, the biggest question I get asked, probably the most frequently, is, like, have I read or have I watched Matilda? And I honestly don't think I have. And I know it's an Australian story, and I'm Australian and stuff, but I actually don't think I've seen it. So I'm gonna pass out and oh my god, you and your licking thing. I feel like you need to stay committed sub to him now just to be able to do that at me, Grim. You get your rest though. If you can sleep, get some sleep. No, you haven't. I know you haven't got sleep. I love how dramatically these guys die, by the way. I don't know if you guys see that very often. Wait, why did you open that fucking door? Oh, fuck no. Yep, that can stay where that belongs. You can stand in the doorway. Shall I resort to lurking before I do something wrong as I always do? I have a absolutely meowful stream now. When have you done something wrong, Keelon? I can't even think of a time when you've done something wrong. But if you need to lurk, you can lurk. Yeah, do what you gotta do. Just giant ass spiders. Jesus Christ. I guess we're getting into spider territory. That's not cool. Wooden floors. Alright. This is always a concern when you find an area that actually has like wooden floors instead of dungeon floors. It's a bit of a worry. Guess that could make an emote even more cursed. Oh. Grim, don't lick my prawn. It's so fucking dirty. At least wash it first, man. Grim's gonna go to bed very happy tonight. I already know it. That's an awesome headdress. I don't need it though. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back. I don't got room for this. Man, I think that congested my fucking nose in that one fucking sentence. Hold on. As I'm dying from laughing and coughing.
Good day.
I love that, Grim. You're not Steve bastard. Oh god, Keelan's got like both sides too. Oh sweet Jesus, what have I started? I don't know. Look, I know Grim's feeling better about his nap now. I'll tell you that much. Oh man. That's hilarious.
Yes.
I almost went to her to identify my shit. That's how disorientated I am right now. What did I get? 2 strength and 2 mana. That's not that great at the moment. Oh man. It's been a while since there's been something sus like that. Will you buy that? Yeah. Yeah. It doesn't happen very often, but it's usually Grim. Usually Grim brings that here. That's why I was getting a cracked axe. Jesus Christ. Oh man. This is what happens when like Grim and I play games together. Like, part of why like 7 days is so fun is just like some of the shit we'll say to each other. And it'll be completely off cuff, out of the blue. There's a whole heap of spiders there. It'll be completely out of the blue, but it will just, I don't know, flow so friggin' naturally, conversationally too. Hilarious. Oh man. Alright. I still don't like coming across, I don't know about you guys, but wooden floors in this dungeon do bother me. I'm not sure why that is. I feel like that's supposed to be like a special fight room or something. Where the hell am I going? I haven't got the size. Oh, waypoint. Catacombs. I got the catacombs. Deemed hydrate? I will hydrate. Thank you, Rin. Oh, my ice is melted. Are you prawning yet? Not really. Not after fucking Grim licked my filthy prawn, so I'm sitting up pretty straight just to avoid it. Oh man. Like there's somebody out there that's like dying with laughter right now that isn't currently necessarily sick or comatose. Oh man. Yeah, no, I'll probably end up sitting more upright than necessary tonight. So I'll get my posture back. Oh man. Oh, there's a gargoyle thing right there too. I didn't even see that. It's fine. I also think my helper's got stuck somewhere. I want to see these spiders in old world style. Wait, where the fuck's... Oh yeah, there it is. Oh yeah. Honestly, yeah, they looked pretty scary back then. They just kind of look a bit gross now. Imagine clipping what you just... What? Imagine clipping what you just said and playing it with just audio. What, without anything else going on, without any context. Did you clip something, did you, Killon? That wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, the funny thing is, like, I do say some really sus stuff, and it's almost never clipped, too. I'm actually really impressed that, like, most of the time I get away with saying some weird shit, and it's never, like, preserved. No, I suck at clipping. That's all good. I do need to actually, like, take the time and go back through some of my content and clip some things, because I'm running out of, like, YouTube shorts. I do need mana. Yeah, a lot of my, what do you call it? A lot of my YouTube shorts are Twitch clips and stuff, because that's generally a lot easier than trying to figure